Hi guys! Welcome to KilabitzzzGlowCosplay. Welcome to the Artyfakes studio.
Hello.
Hi chat. Into the shed.
I can confirm that he's a larger
it's a proper shed. It's a shed in a bigger place.
It's a shed.
Pug the Panda apparently is not here. This is all part of your imagination. So hi chat, hi Skiki B, hi mods. So we are very lucky today because we have a very special guest with us today. Who's travelled all the way from Wigan. So quite a while.
About 5 hours or so to get here. Yeah.
I think that's where we first met you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would have been at the Wigan Comic Con.
Yeah. So KilabitzzzGlowCosplay has joined us. You also run your own shop, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll talk more about the shops, but yeah, we've got so many things. As you can see from this very large table full of all cool, interesting bits. We've got lots of demonstrations to show you different products, and you guys can ask your glow-in-the-dark questions. So if you've got any, or you want to know,
we are also going to be turning the lights on and off quite a bit, so that you can really get an idea of what's going on. Now we've already had a chat, and I've learned loads already this afternoon, so you should also learn a fair bit.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. This is glow-in-the-dark powder. It's not actually something from Breaking Bad. Let me just put that out there. But yeah, I'm here. Hi, you all got really good news today. My nephew was born today, so I'm an uncle again. Congratulations, Peter. That's good to know. So yeah, I mean, where do we start? There's so much like.
So. Where do you start?
Right.
I mean, the first thing, do you know what? The first thing that caught my eye were these lovely glasses.
That's because they glow pink.
Funny. But I'll show you to the camera. You can also see there's like
right now.
sketch.
We've got a UV lamp behind Tabitha's head, which she's covering. So if you stick to one side.
There you go. Yeah, but
So
these are gonna
some of the different plastics, some of the plastic plastics.
Yeah, and this
you'll get
is
more of the
just
effects. Yeah, it's an acrylic that's been cut with a laser, and then
and they're like really just
heat
beams
bent.
through.
Yeah.
Wow.
These not actually done by me. We do sell them, but they're done by another guy for us.
I'm going to turn it off.
Turn your phone off. Yeah, phone calls and
I turned mine off already.
Oh, well done, you.
See, I'm good. Commander Dante's joined us. And Spiderhawk. Are you posting this, Tabby? I'm on a break from work and won't be able to stick around, but I want to know all the things about glowing. Yes, so what we've done on this stream, as you notice, we have no music. We've done that so Twitch won't, mute us. So yeah, we'll definitely, this will be around for 2 weeks in past broadcasts, because that's how long the Twitch broadcast lasts for. So we will share this onto our Facebook pages so you guys can see it if you miss it.
Now, one of the biggest, I'll start with this because I think this is actually quite one of the important things, is one of the biggest things that I've learned already are that there are actually two main types of UV lamp, and you will get much different, completely different, in fact, effects from both of them. So if you explain the two differences.
The most common, cheaper LEDs UV lighting is the wavelength is 405 nm. That works generally with fluorescence and glow in the darks, but a much better frequency is a more true, which is 365 nm. The dearer, but there's a big difference in the effect.
Yeah, because if you see, you may see I have nothing on my head, or do I? So when I stand under this light,
is it showing? You might have to turn the light out.
Yeah. Oh, it's sort of something showing.
You can sort of see, Robert, this is our first turn light out, so here we go.
No, I was going to show. Oh, okay, yeah, go on. Turn the light out. There.
Quick demo.
Oh, the light's going to go. So you can sort of see I've got something roughly on my head. But if we step away, look at this light. Crazy. That's crazy.
Is that showing up?
I can't even see, yeah.
Like a mag thing.
And look all the stuff that glows. You can see all this glow in the dark stuff. It's
right, and we'll put the light back on before we...
Yeah, it'll be scary.
Right, now that for me, as someone who's making props all the time, is a great big revelation. Because I often buy things and think, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Why is this colour not the right colour? Now I know.
I've linked to your website, so thank you, Dark Lord.
Often what I've done is I've looked on eBay, as everyone does, and goes, why am I paying £30 for a lamp when I can get one for £8? Now I know the difference.
Yeah.
And it's a massive
It's definitely,
difference.
yeah, the quality for that is just amazing.
So one of the big things I learned already.
Yep. What else can I tell you? Glow in the dark. You have to understand the limitations of it as well as the benefits of it.
Well, yeah, 'cause my belly bar, guys, I got a belly bar, which I don't know if you can see.
She was going to bring it on the stream and show everyone her belly. That's what
A glow in the dark belly bar.
Yeah, I said it would glow in the dark, but then it wasn't glowing in the dark, and I was like, why is it not glowing?
Yeah, it's fluorescent. A lot of people advertise things as glow in the dark, and it's not. Glow in the dark is when it'll glow by itself once all the lights are turned off. A lot of things are fluorescent, which means that you need the right type of light.
You were saying that's something to do with crystal. It's a crystal.
Yeah, glow in the dark powders. They're actually they're not a dye. So we get some people say they want to put them in water so that the water glows in the dark. You can't do that. The powders are actually a crystal. They have a weight to them, so they'll actually settle to the bottom of water. You need something that's a better viscosity, thickness, so that it stays in them. Don't try crushing them. Don't try making the powder finer with a mortar and pestle or something like that, because that'll actually destroy the crystal structure, and then you won't have the glow. The way the grades are done, the actual thickness, because this, for example, this is a sand, and then you've got a gravel, and you've got a bigger piece. When they're doing the powder and the different thicknesses, you can get the very fine powder, the medium powder, the thicker thickness. You don't get the bigger crystals and crush them down. They actually sieve them out, so the crystals are actually grown with the chemical reactions, and then they're sieved out into different thicknesses, the different grades, so that you can use them in different mediums. So when you're buying, make sure you buy the right one. For example, if you're using an airbrush, you want the really fine.
Now, some time ago, you found that you couldn't, as a model maker, you couldn't get the right powder, so you end up making it yourself.
Yeah.
So he now has his own Colonel Sanders special recipe.
Yeah. After many years of experimenting with different paints and base varnishes and that, we've got our own formula now, which is like our secret recipe. Which has got suspension agents in it, so the powder stays in the mix. A lot of people sell a paint. There's a few on eBay recently where they're selling paints in maybe the green or the aqua because it's the cheapest to buy, but they actually sink to the bottom of the container, whereas our paints have got the formula so it actually stays in suspension, so it's a lot easier to paint with. That's something I didn't know when I first got into it, but over the years I've found the ways of doing it, so it makes a big difference.
And which powder is generally the most effective colour?
The big difference in colours, green is always the best. Green is the best chemical reaction. It's always the brightest. On our website we actually say the colour order, but I don't know whether you can see this on the
Just leave it on top, yeah,
there. The different colours will have different brightnesses and different glow times. For example, green is by far the best. Aqua's pretty close behind. Yellow's about halfway. Yellow's actually a colour that I invented. Nobody else has a yellow glow in the dark. They'll have a green yellow, but not a true yellow. If we turn the lights out in a bit, you'll see there's actually a yellow. Then you've got an orange, and then going down the scale, blue, white, red, and violet.
Yeah, because I remember, because we had a custom commission, which is similar to Sting, one of the Lord of the Rings swords, or the Hobbit, sorry. And when I was looking at colours, I noticed that the green and the aqua was the strongest colour. So I said to them, right, you want something to glow, like, if you want my recommendation, is the green and the aqua.
Yeah, if you're looking at painting something blue, or to glow in the dark blue, always go to the aqua. Blue's a nice colour and it's a more definite blue, but you'll get so much better effect out of it.
You've got blue armour. What's this? This one's awesome. You've got blue paint everywhere.
Yeah, this was actually a fluorescent. Our enforcer costumes that we've used a few times. We used that. It's getting to be an old costume. It's actually a Mark II costume because the first one was on netting. Actually, the body armour came on netting. We painted it all up, but a lot of fastenings were Velcro, the external body. And after a couple of events, it was just ripped to shreds. Yeah. So we've had to actually make it and fasten it onto a t-shirt and the collar, etc.
Did you make these?
These are actually solar powered. They're intended to go on top of a car.
Oh, I wonder what they have to play with.
Yeah. But they're ideal because they're self-powering and they're also motion activated. So what you do is when you go into a Comic-Con event, is just leave them on the back seat in the sun, so they charge you up, and then when you're moving around, they'll actually flash. This costume we're going to be using in June. We support a punk rock group called Rubella Ballet. And they're actually going to be a support act for The Damned at the Roundhouse in London, and they've asked us to go on stage, so there's going to be the two of us
Be there walking around in your glow in the
As it was
dark
before, but myself and my wife Carol, she's going to be coming on stage. So.
Hi Carol, if you're
Yeah,
watching.
we'll say hello to Carol. I'll get in trouble.
Hi, Carol.
She's busy at home in the workshop packing.
Working away.
Yeah, working away. So,
So talk about conventions. I mean, do you have your own stall at conventions?
yeah, we have a double stall usually at conventions we go to. I think we've got 8 conventions booked this year.
Oh, so where can people go and see you?
We'll be at the Manchester MCM. We'll be in costume at the London MCM. We couldn't get a stall for there. They sell out so
So
quickly.
if you see someone walking around with like all glow in the dark
You
lights,
won't miss them.
Yeah.
We'll be at the London Film and Comic Con
Awesome.
convention, Manchester MCM, Sheffield Film and Comic Con, Wigan Comic Con at the end of the year. Off the top of my head, that's all I can remember.
Quite a lot.
We go around the country a lot.
Wow, that's crazy.
Can we? We'll probably move along all of it, but can we just have a look at the powders first?
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to see is the
And guys, if you've got any questions,
it's
just
the difference in
feel
colours
free to
of the
shout.
lights on, and the difference in colours when using with the 2 lamps, because you'll really see a massive difference between these 2 types of lamps. And I'm interested in between the green and the aqua. Now, when you suspend this stuff in latex, it does double down a little. So we'd have to use the stronger ones, I think. So I'd be really interested to see what the difference is between the aqua and the green. So we're going to show you what it's like under the normal lamp, and then we're going to hit with the bigger lamps.
I saw Killer at Bolton. His stuff looks great. Awesome. Sweet. We'll look out for you at
Right.
London Film Comic Con.
Okay, let's just wait until that catches up because we've got a bit of a lag, so we can't see what we're doing yet.
Right.
I can still see the questions, so that's really cool. That's good.
So that's with the
Right,
UV
yeah.
LED light.
So everything you're seeing at the moment is with the standard higher wavelength LED. It's just we've got lots of nice big lamp. Right. So can you just point out for me so that's
These are the glow in the dark powders.
Yeah.
You've got a green, an aqua, and a green there.
and you've got on the
These are the back of all the different colours that we've got in glow in the dark. There's actually one end of the stick is glow in the dark, and one end is what we call UV invisibles.
right.
So in daylight you don't see a colour, but under UV lighting you see a colour.
Right. Is that something like I've just painted on top of this head?
Yeah, yeah. If anybody noticed that, yeah.
Feed me.
And also then we've got what we call sea glows at the back. So they actually have a colour in daylight. They have a colour in the UV black
I'm going
light,
to
but
take
they also
pictures
glow in the
because you guys
dark.
might not be
Oh
able
right.
to
Okay. So
see
if
them.
so for instance I want my sword to glow up like Sting's.
Yeah.
What would you recommend? Would you because I don't really want I don't particularly want it to look like a white milky sword.
Right.
So maybe do you think the sea glows would be?
Yeah, the sea glows would be better like if you wanted the blue.
Yeah.
So it would look blue in daylight, but you'd still get the glow afterwards. One thing when painting glow in the dark, you're always better on a white background because it actually reflects the glow goes into white background and reflects off to the viewer.
Right.
If you use a dark background, you can use a lot of the glow. I've tried every background you can think of for glow in the dark, even like using a silver background or foil,
white,
because
because
I thought it would work, but white works far better than any other.
So because obviously I don't particularly want my customer to have a white sword and then I'd rather he had a blue one all the
Yeah,
time.
you're probably better with the sea glows that's got a colour.
Okay, is this so that's blue.
Yeah, so we've got it shows up on the camera, but you got green, aqua, violet, which is the purple. We're purple, but we always settle with violet because on the bottom of our instructions we have the individual letter for each one.
Right.
So we also do a pink. So rather than P for pink and purple, we use V for violet.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you've got the whites, you got an orange, and you've got the red.
Now I'm looking on that you actually
Yeah, because it looks
can't
quite
really
white.
see.
I've just tweeted a picture, guys. If you go on Twitter at Artyfakes, you'll see the different.
because our
colours
camera's
and
obviously
different-
adjusting for the
Yeah,
better.
so
Yeah.
you see a
Yeah,
lot
our
more of
camera's
the different
adjusting,
colours
so-
that I've just done for you guys.
But when you see them in real life with the
It's
human eyes,
really
you can
bright.
tell.
they're much brighter than you because they all look white. You can definitely pick out the colours here. That's not what I use for you, but we can tell you. Right, so should we try
Yeah,
the different?
what about a mirror? They're saying if we use a mirror, that might actually stop the reflectiveness, maybe.
A mirror. In
Yeah,
what way?
like hold a mirror above it, it might work.
A mirror, or do you mean a diffuser?
They said mirror.
I don't know. I think with a mirror you might get other reflections from it.
Well, that picture really shows the different colours. Yes, it does. So definitely check
Right,
out
okay, so
Twitter.
brilliant. Okay.
We'll go with that.
Right, we're going to change the wavelength. I mean, not that it really...
Let's see how much of a difference it makes on the screen.
Right.
So we've turned the other light
Well,
off.
that's the lights off, so this you might be able to see them glow without the intensity of the bulb.
So I'm not sure whether this will be picked up on the camera. I don't know whether you can tell the difference there, because that's with the 405 wavelength, which is the cheaper UV.
Something like you'd get from Poundland.
Yeah,
No, they're
yeah,
they're not particularly
£6
cheap.
or £7 starting from.
Yeah, the pink is good. That's
and you're getting
good.
more of a pink colour. Whereas if you go to a 365,
Dark Lord, could you link the picture? Oh, you've already done it. So you're a star.
Hey, there you go. There we go.
Oh, look, without the light, you can sort of see.
so I don't know whether you can see the difference between that. So that's the difference between the wavelengths.
Yeah, it's much.
Someone's. I've got a question here. You said that silver reflects the glow nicely, like the white background. Do you think a mirror would get the same kind of reflection as just a pure silver background?
No, a white's better than, sorry, I might have spoke too quickly there. Silver doesn't work very well. White is by far the best. I did try using it over tin foil,
Cheers, Squeaky Bee.
but that doesn't work. White always
Right,
works
we'll put the lights back on.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever you put the lights on, it just the torch over it, it just sort of goes, yeah. And to pick up
Right,
the
so
colours.
what we'll do is we'll turn that light off as well when we do that, because otherwise I think it's just picking up the blue.
Yep.
All right, so we learned something there. Right, okay.
Other points. Using outside as well. We have a lot of people that have asked about, they want to paint steps, they want to paint plant pots, they want to paint the numbers on the doors outside. Really, I wouldn't recommend going in the dark for outside. The problem is it does charge up really well with sunlight, but if you're looking at say 10 o'clock at night when it's been charged, glow in the dark is a bit like a rechargeable battery. It will fade after time. So if you charge all day and then allow it to go dark, the glow in the dark will actually be dimming as the light's going darker. So people have gone outside at 10 o'clock.
The way I've used it before is I've had a bulb glowing on it gently, so you can't really see the colour from the bulb, but you can really mix it up. That's the only way you'd be able to do it.
And again, that'd be UV, because you can't use white torches, don't work as well. It really needs to be the UV light.
I just love how this stuff's still glowing, even though the
Yeah, some of them,
lights
particularly the greens and the aquas,
Yeah.
even in daylight, once they're in charge, you'll see the glow.
And how long would the glow last for? I know it depends on the amount of charge.
I usually say for the brighter colours, you're talking about 20 minutes for the really strong brightness, but the greens will actually carry on glowing for 10, 12, 15 hours. It's just your ability to see the glow.
Now we've used latex to mix them pigments in, but now one of the most extreme things you can do with it is you can apparently mix it with plastic dip, which you've done for your car.
Yeah, it's actually White's car.
Look at that, Ted did say, if you was wondering what
You might want to take a picture.
dark, yeah, I will. I'm going to take pictures and I'll do like a before and
I'll
after.
show you maybe the limitless limitations of glow in the dark paint.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave that for a second so I've got that on its own so I can zoom in, guys. I
So
don't
it can
know
be
if you
used.
can
We know
see
it can be used with plastic dip.
So this
we
is
know
what it looks like
latex.
during the day. Are you guys ready? Because this is awesome. Boom! Look at that! That's amazing! That is so crazy. A glow in the dark car.
But that was done to show that it can be done, but it's not as good as it first sounds, in that that's been charged up with UV lighting than the photograph taken to see the glow. Because the charge, you've got so many other ambient lights when you're out on the streets. You've got moonlight, you've got street lighting, you've got car lighting, and you wouldn't really see the glow. If you've got a glow in the dark car and you were to charge it with your lights, your normal fluorescent lights in your garage, and you were to turn all the lights off and view it in total darkness, it would be glowing brilliantly.
Yeah.
But when you take it out on the road, you won't see it glowing.
Because the lights are on in the street.
People think that glow in the dark is going to be as bright as a torchlight. They see a lot of pictures on the internet where there's a bright glowing item.
We've got more questions. I want to build a Tron cosplay, but not sure about the light strips of the suit. I was wondering if you recommended any suggestions. Hope I worded the question right.
It depends if you want just to take photographs of it, or if you want to actually walk around at Comic Cons. If you want to take photographs of it, you could do it with the glow in the dark paint. I've actually got a T-shirt that I did as Tron with all the paints. Charged it with light. Took a picture in the dark, and it looks really good. But you wouldn't see it enough. You'd probably have to use EL wires.
Right, so you can show us a few L wires. If you never used L wires, they are.
Yeah. These ones, well, I've actually got some on.
What does EL stand for?
Electroluminescence. I think I've got that right.
Yeah.
It was a lovely question.
There's so many different words, different phrases. This was from something we had a long time ago. It's actually got invisible UV paints on it, UV paints and EL wires.
Right, again, I'm going to turn the lights on just so you can see what Nigel here is talking about.
I will black out the car registration right away.
I think it might already be blacked out. No, it's not on that one. But
All right, okay, we're going to... There we go. Right, so if you want to like Tron...
Something like that. That's flashing at the moment.
Ooh, yeah, yeah,
Well, and they often can come with a control
yeah,
box,
they've called around cons.
which will So yeah, you can have a constant light. You can change the flashing. The odd thing you get a controller.
Yeah.
This stuff is fantastic, but
it can be a nightmare for reliability.
Yeah.
Right,
let's go back on.
Yeah. We've got another costume that we did here. This is actually Carol's
Why
costume.
Why is it so unreliable?
I think because the wires are so flimsy. They use absolutely minute wiring. We've had a costume. I was actually going to bring. I've got another helmet which was an Optimus Prime one, and that had EL wires on that actually had moving wires. They actually had 3 filaments in them, so it looks like it's rotating. It's worked for 2 years. We've been
Shut
out
up
to
and
events.
take my money. Sorry.
Events and all sorts. It's been working fine. Came to test it. It worked for about 2 minutes before I packed the car, and then it just wouldn't work.
Yeah,
So
and that's
been the funnest
my
bit.
that's
What
also.
amazes me about that is it's bright green, but as soon as the lights off, that
Okay,
goes yellow.
so if you
Yeah,
demonstrate,
this is
you demonstrate.
Yeah, if you want to
That
turn
is
the light off
crazy.
again.
So that is green. And you can see in my pictures, because I took a picture, if you check that Instagram one, it goes yellow.
So
Which
we've
is
also got
insane.
that's got the EL wiring all over it.
Yeah.
The switch to the different frequencies.
Right, I'm going to turn this light off as well, so we can actually get darkness.
Oh yeah, the colour
Yes.
shows.
Okay, guys, there we go.
So it's actually got glow in the dark on it as well. So
Mm.
is that showing on there?
It will be if I turn the light. So if you turn it back on again, you can
Yeah.
really see it.
So
No worries, Kai. Thank you for your question. Optimus? No, it's Bumblebee.
no, this one's Bumblebee. That I was going to bring Optimus Prime. That's the one that was faulty
Right,
and not working.
So lots of this.
This is a green Bumblebee.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
They're not the right colours, but that was done intentionally because it's a bit of a publicity thing and it got people talking to us saying that's the wrong colour. And there's a way to start talking to people. It's done intentionally. This is the costume that went with it.
And you just built it on like
Yeah, that was some motorbike leathers that were built on. It's got all fluorescent lighting in it. It's got EL wires, which are actually within.
Yeah, because that looks like
What's that tubing stuff?
from the wig, like you know the.
Yeah, I think it's called
hair.
something like cyber tubing or
Ooh.
cyber dreads. You can get it in all different colours.
Yeah, you just buy a big
orange,
hairpiece
pink,
and take it apart.
but it makes it look better in UV light and also enhances the actual colour area.
You know, one of the things that we noticed was it's got this really fantastic glow in the dark camouflage.
Yeah.
Well, we thought it was a fabric, but it's not fabric, is it?
No, it's like a gaffer tape. You can buy it in different patterns. Again, pinks, yellows, all the fluorescent colours. But it's a really easy way of having an effective UV.
And can we get that from you?
Not at the moment. We've not got that. If you do look on the internet, I don't think I've never found it on eBay. But if you look for fluorescent gaffer tape, and you should be able to find it. I think there's a company called I think it's called the Tape Company, and they have all these different types of things. You have to buy it in 25 meters, but it's not too expensive. The other thing on here as well is we're saying about EL wires is actually a sound activated one. That little controller on there. Don't know whether they'll see that again.
We can turn the lights off again. It's going to be a lot of it, I told you.
So,
Right, so there we go.
But as we talk, that is sound activated. So
And is that lots of sheets?
that's
sheet?
actually a sheet EL wire, so it's actually the EL sheet.
So
It's
you
very,
know,
very
like
thin
a
sheet.
panel.
Yeah. One thing I'd say.
Oh, you can see the tape of it more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the rest of it.
You see.
Oh, wow,
I hope tonight's stream is giving you all plenty of bright ideas.
Oh, dear.
Is there any way of recording a stream to watch later? Yes, so this will be, we've purposely not had music on, so it won't mute anything, and it will go under straight to a past broadcast, so it stays up for 2 weeks, so you can watch it For 2 weeks
Yeah,
after
Twitch
this.
keep it on their
Yeah.
data.
My phone is a 5S.
Okay, right. Okay, we've done some powders. Now, the powders, what would they normally mix in? Because I know you've got this paint on here. What's the normal medium to mix this in?
Acrylic. We have special powder in that it can be used in water-based or solvent-based mediums.
Do they ask you beforehand what they prefer, or does it go into both?
This will go into both.
Oh, wow, awesome.
A lot of standard powders aren't coated, so they can't be used in water-based. What I said was in water-based. If it's still in liquid form, the glow will diminish until it dries.
And that's why we can use it in latex.
Yeah, it's actually got a latex coating on the powder. It's actually the powder that we get is then sent away. It goes to a company of all places in Portugal.
Oh, wow.
And they then coat it before it comes to us, and that makes a difference that you can use it in water-based like acrylics. I said don't use it in water, not because the water would destroy it, but it just sinks to the bottom.
Yeah.
But the thicker mediums are better if you've got a thick acrylic, or if you've got a varnish. You need to use it in clear colours, because if you were to mix that,
we've got a clear varnish. We'll use it.
Yeah. If you mix it with something that's already coloured, the pigment that's already in it won't let the light in to charge the powders up, but it also won't let the light out.
To show.
So yeah.
So any sort of a clear medium.
Clear medium.
So you can get lots of varnishes that that would be ideal.
Yeah. Quite a good one that works. If you're mixing them at home, only mix as much as you're going to use.
Yeah, they go off. We noticed
they'll go off
quickly
when it's in liquid form, and also it'll settle to the bottom in liquid form with your own formulas. Ours have got suspension agents in it, so the shelf life is better and it'll stay mixed. But that's a bit different. But you can use it. A good thing to mix it with if you want a hard wearing surface is clear yacht varnish.
Oh really?
That works well with that.
Hi, Uncle Nigel. He paints are truly amazing. We are watching you live. Love Joe and Lee. Hi.
Well, not only have you got the powders, you've got some other
We've got some more comments here. Sorry, guys. Just found the stream to be very illuminating. When I get a motorbike, I'm gonna make parts glow. Really digging the usage of the black light. Let's not try to make light of the subject, guys. Yeah, so cheers.
Just going back on the motorbike one, you mentioned it. Yeah, it's a great idea, but again, as with the car, it wouldn't work out on the road. I've got a motorbike and I've got glow in the dark on the forks and on the tank, nothing like that. It'll charge up. It'll take good pictures in the garage once the lights are off. But it doesn't really work.
Could you L wires? Is there anything that you're not?
The L wires you could use on the road.
Is there any legal?
Yeah, you've got to keep in mind that certain colours can be used on vehicles in certain areas. For example, red for the back, you can't use red at the front of a car. You might see some cars going around with blue at the front, the blue lights in the front of them. That's really frowned upon by the police. They'll actually, even if your car doesn't look like a police car, they'll still prosecute you for impersonating police. I think you can use green and yellow on the sides, but again, it's got to be, your lighting's not allowed to distract from the official lighting that's on a vehicle. So you can use it when you're in a car park or something like that. But if you drive down the road with a lot of flashing
can't drive
lights
down looking like something out of Tron then.
Yeah, well, right you would get pulled. Parked up.
One of the really nifty things that I've learned is that there's these fantastic little power sources.
Yes.
Now I always use these great cumbersome battery packs, and this is one of the things I've definitely learned that I will be using for anything that we're powering up.
Good morning from Rob. Well, good morning, Rob.
Morning, Rob.
Whereabouts are you from? It's like evening here. Yes, let's make my hair glow in the dark. Okay, so yeah, someone wants to know how.
I didn't bring any hair gel with me actually. We do sell glow hair gel as well. So
what colours do
it's again to work with UV lighting. All the colours, sort of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink.
Pretty much the rainbow.
Yeah.
We have a rainbow squeak.
Right, battery packs.
Yeah, these were something that I didn't know about until we had the cyber visors for sale, and he actually uses those in here. So I did some research, and they're actually called button cell sockets. These are 3-volt batteries. The same that are like used in, I think they actually have them on motherboards in computers.
Yeah, and they have them in car fobs.
Yeah, that's it. The remote control fobs, but they're really easy to use and hiding your costume in small places.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know they came that small.
Yeah,
and they're really flat.
That's a shoulder pad from one of our costumes, so you can just clip it in there. You can see that's actually an LED on which has got a chip built into it already, so it flashes, so you don't need any other extra electronics. And they actually last a surprisingly long time as well. I think we had some in these, they lasted about 4 or 5 days, constantly left on. So if you're doing a convention, they'll easily last for the day. And I found it easier to just have individual cells like that. It might take you 10 minutes to put all the batteries in, but you don't have all the wires, and you don't have the problem of the wires snapping or having to find out where they're done. If one doesn't work, you know the location where it's not working if a battery is flat.
Yeah, because we've made costumes in the past, and like the wires.
We've linked the whole thing round. It's a pain.
Yeah. So this is localized batteries, and they're not expensive. I think the connectors work out about 35p each, something like that. You can get the batteries. I mean, you can get these batteries now from the pound shop, something like £6 for a pound.
Are they something that you supply, or is it just?
No, mainly we supply the paints and the powders. All these other things that I'm showing to you are things that we use in our cosplay. It might be something that we will supply in the future. It's just a case of actually getting them all listed on the website and that, because we're so busy with all the orders for the paint.
One of the things that you did show me as well before the stream was because you've got some sort of you've got things that you can use for basically the powders also can be used in resins.
Yes.
So
So
you do need a clear resin, and I mean they're called water clear or crystal clear resins. They're not cheap, but when you add these glow in the dark paints with them, you can get some.
We use something called Mastercast. It's really easy to use. It's just mix it equal ratios. So you put 10 ml of one in, 10 ml of the other in, stir it up and mix it.
Right, so now I'll do a bit of lights off again to show you just how much the very simple cast. You could do that really easy. It's really easy silicone mould. Put a bit of powder in the resin, and off we go. Right, there we go.
Wow, look how they really glow when the lights are off. If you turn that one off.
There we go.
Wow, look how much that glows.
And that takes very little powder as well. I think there was a quarter of a teaspoon of powder with 30 ml. I think 30 ml is enough to make about 8 of those.
Apparently, one of the best uses of these are lots of people like to use make them for jewellery.
Yes.
So you can obviously cast whatever shape you like, or even cut them down afterwards, and put them in.
So if I just put
them in necklaces, or
you'd be able to find me.
It's not a quick setting. It's not like some of the resins that will 20 minutes. To go completely solid, it takes a good 2 days. What we found is one of the best resins because the powders stay in suspension. Some of the other resins that are quicker drying, the powders actually sink to the bottom. So,
I can see a lot of cosplayers using that. Yeah, definitely.
You can also put other. I don't know if this will pick up on the camera.
The thing that I could see that working is if I was to cast like a
I was just about to ask, adding the
clear.
pigment to resin beaten to it.
So I wouldn't just, because obviously sometimes with perspex it's good for flat things.
Yeah.
If I wanted to get a visor, I'd have to sculpt it, cast it, and then I'd have to cast it in resin. I can get a nice glow in the dark tint to that.
Yeah.
Put a couple of LED lights above it, or LEDs, have it shine down. It would look like it was glowing.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing we also sell dyes, UV dyes as well, which are water based. So you can actually put just a drop or two of those in with the resin when you're mixing it, and it'll actually tint the resin to a fluorescent colour when it's and it'll still be clear.
Right. So for me that instantly says visor or something that you would. Anything that you want the actual that isn't flat. Because obviously perspex is quite good otherwise. Anything but rounded. It definitely says.
I mean, with these are actually done with a heat. So if you've got perspex sheets, you can actually bend them with a heat gun. So
I think I used to do that in school.
You might have done. They used to make bracelets that clip on the bottom and that. You can use any of the resins, any of the powders in it as well. Those have actually got glow in the dark one, but this is actually a photochromic. It's orange, but when you get introduced to strong UV light, so sunlight, or for example on here. This isn't trick photography. I'm not moving my hand away or anything like that, so I presume people will be able to see. So it was orange.
What sort of thing do you think that would be?
Wow, that's amazing!
So what sort of thing would you use that for? Do you think?
Magic!
Just for changing colours, or?
Yeah, for costumes. In in theory, I've not done it yet, but it's in my mind. You could have a costume that when you're walking around inside an event would be one colour, and when you walk outside, it'll change to a completely different colour.
It's amazing. It's still orange on the back, obviously,
Yeah,
because the light
there's
wasn't
no
showing,
UV light on it, but if we go
and then purple.
strong UV light on it again.
Crazy. And you guys should be able to see the change,
So,
hopefully.
Purple. Well, that's in all different colours as well. I've got some here. It's upside down for.
Can you mix your own different colours that it changed to, or is it only...
Oh, right. Wow.
Pink.
Wow.
Oh, wow, look, guys, yeah, let's see. So there's like a greeny colour, and then boom, it's blue. Like, really dark. What colour was that? That was white, and now it's going
So literally
like...
in the sun it would show up.
Yes. It's great for putting on t-shirts, things like that. The orange and yellow really do need sunlight to get the true colours.
You can't see
I
what
can't
side
see which end
it
it
is. Yeah, it's basically...
So you see that one is not gone, but if I use a true
That's amazing.
365 torch,
What's that?
which is that's 365.
Where is the best place to get those little lights with the batteries from?
The battery
Well, yeah, you look. There's different things.
battery units. I actually got them off eBay, and don't look for buying for one. It's usually costs a few pennies more to buy 10.
Right, so the battery is
Kilabitz equals colour wizardry.
So what is? So that's what I thought. I thought you get. So you'd have to get that, and then you'd have to get a little connector.
Yeah, they come without the wires on.
Right.
So it's literally that bit. So you solder connector on. Again, you get these connectors on eBay. They work out at pennies. But then you can connect them to different things.
Could this be used for lightsabers?
Yes, but if you're using glow in the dark, again, it's the case. You have to charge it up with light, and then you'd have to take the picture. You wouldn't be able to walk around a Comic Con and people see the glow.
Yeah. I love your dad's jumper. It's the best colour.
Blue. Or does it glow in the dark?
Moving on to EL lighting. LED lighting, which is another alternative to EL lighting. Again, you can get these really powerful LEDs now. These are actually normally used on the front of a car for daylighters.
Is that another eBay special?
Yeah, eBay or the place we get from is Etsy. The only thing you have to watch out with Etsy, don't expect quick delivery times. It can take 2 months for an order to arrive.
Well, you can get them from the UK.
Yeah, you'll tend to pay a bit more for them. But again, I think these work out about £1.80 each.
No, right,
that's not. But again, this is a different type of battery. You can actually get. That's a 12-volt battery. I always used to think you had to have a car battery with you. Something like that.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that I forgot. That you can get quite miniature 12-volt batteries. So you think the 9 volts are the big blocky ones, but you can get quite small ones. I think they're used for things like camera batteries.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, and again, they're not expensive.
And all he's done there is literally connect.
That's literally the battery to the thing. But you can get controllers. When you're working with 12 volts, there seems to be more options that you can do with controllers.
Absolutely.
For example, this is a flash controller. Again, it's just a little chip that's in there. Comes like that already. I've just put the wires and the connectors on the end. So
again, another big thing, because often you get lots of these things that are only 12 volts, and just as Nigel said, I've always thought, oh god, I don't want to connect myself to a car battery.
Yeah.
But it's a tiny little battery, smaller than a AA. No, smaller than even AAA, and it gives out a 12 volt. How long do they last though if they're so small?
Again, this one I think I had this one on full power with just one battery, and it lasted 2 days solid.
All right, so
it was beginning to fade after the 2 days, but if you're doing an event where you're in costume all day.
Someone's just asked what phone cover I have, so I'm just going to say it's that Optimus Prime. But Tyrannos Cosplay, thanks for the stream, guys. It's 2 AM, so I'm hitting the sack. I'll watch the archive. Good night.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. So yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off. There, carry on.
Well, now you've got a laser there as well.
Yeah, if we go across to that one,
feel free to keep your questions coming, guys.
Lasers
are fun.
They're fun.
Cat's best friend.
But you have to watch out. A lot of Comic Con events don't allow them.
So check your con rules.
I've heard of people taking pen lasers before and shining them to guess size and all that sort of thing. It's just stupid.
I would say most cons just don't allow them. They're dangerous. So again, for cosplays you want to do, but you just got to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
Well, a lot can be done with lasers still. plug this one in. They're cheap, and also nowadays they don't just have to be a dot. You can get various different Cosmos displays. I don't know whether that one's going to show in the light, but this one's actually a line.
Oh wow, yeah.
So you wanted to do a Xylon?
White, there you go.
Xylon. But one way of getting around it, if you want to do a display, because normally you'd be walking around, it'd be shown on the wall. If you actually backlight it, I don't know whether that'll show. There's a lot of light in here at the moment. You actually have your laser mounted somewhere on your costume, and then you have a screen in front of it, paper. You can
diffuse them as well.
Yeah.
I was saying that we will be making a Mashiko one later, and obviously the little tri laser, they've got the Predator lasers. I am going to have the laser on, but I'm just going to put a cover on it so you can take them on and off. So when you're not at a con, you can have the laser. When you are at a con, I'll just put a cover on.
Yeah, and it'll still light up.
It's 4 AM for Alan, but he is dedicated, so he is staying. Oh, and it's Tabby Snacks time! If you remind you. I think our guests deserve the Tabby snack. If you guys want to do that.
Oh, they're cool. What are they? Are they the little lasers?
These are actually lasers as well. Just to show what can be done. But these lasers used to be expensive. I don't know whether that'll show up. Yeah.
Do you want to point it down? There
tiny
you go.
little things.
The tiny little things, so you can actually build them into your finger. Like that.
Yeah, because then you have the gloves. And you
Yeah,
can
I'll show you. Those, for example, I think there's 20 in there, something like that. I think there's about £14 for all of them.
Oh wow!
Less than a pound each.
Yeah.
Really cool.
They're really cheap to use.
I'm just going to upload a video so people can see this wizardry. So yeah, I'm going to do that.
Now this is interesting because this looks like a series of LEDs.
So these
I've not seen this, so this should be fun.
These ones.
So this is Kilabitz
again,
going the dark wizardry.
Using from a 12-volt battery and connectors. These actually pull off, so you can stick them around the costume.
And what would they normally be used for?
These I'm actually going to use. I'm going to do a costume which is a glow-in-the-dark mummy.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, because we saw the zombie.
So that's the glow-in-the-dark mask, which I've been doing the last few days, which is going to be part of the costume. But the idea is I'm going to have the LEDs actually on that side there, so it'll actually light up my eyes green. And it won't electrocute me. It's 12 volts. So one thing I didn't mention about EL wires before.
Yes.
They're actually quite high. I think it's high voltage, low ampage. So that way around or the other way around. I can't remember which way around it is. But if you have bare wires against your skin, you will get a shock.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
I've also found that I've come across with those as well.
Yeah.
They break easily and they.
We had a costume like this, a leather costume, and one of the connectors inside was out in Wigan on Boxing Day evening. They have like a fancy dress. All the pubs do fancy dress, everything like that. And I had a leather costume on like that with EL wires, and some of the wires broke free and were digging in my leg, and I was getting electric shock for about 3 hours.
Oh my god!
I didn't have anything else, no t-shirt or trousers underneath, so I couldn't take it off. So.
Yeah, so I just confirmed it is high voltage, low and.
Yeah, I thought it was that way around. Another side effect of it being high voltage, low ampage, if you're using any sound system, this one hasn't got sound in it, but the other transformer, the Optimus Prime one, I use because it's got a voice synthesizer in it. But because you've got all the EL wires around your head and around the thing, it actually resonates with the voice control unit. So if you've got it on flashing, you'll actually get the sound flashing as well there, flashing as well because of the capacitors and stuff. I presume it is.
Captain Punisher says hi. Welcome.
Hello, Captain Punisher.
That's a cool name.
That is a cool name.
What else can I show you? What
have you got in the other bag at the back? It's something else I didn't see. What have you got in there?
Oh, we've just got a few other things.
It's all interesting. You may see it every day, but we don't.
We do nail varnish. We do fluorescent nail varnishes.
And you've got all of that on eBay. What are those called?
Some's on eBay. Some's from individual shops that you can Google, and some's from Etsy. Which bit?
Do you sell your stuff on eBay as well?
Yeah, we sell on eBay. We've got a big shop. We sell a lot of stuff through eBay. We've also got our own website where we sell from. Our own website's not got as much as on eBay.
Have we got links to eBay?
So check out the eBay. Is eBay linked up from your website? Can they?
Yeah, if you go to the website, there's a link.
Dark Lord, if you could do a bit of quick researching, or Spooky Bee, whoever can do it fastest. On KilabitzzzGlow's website is a link to their eBay. If you can get the eBay link and post that would be awesome.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff isn't in the web shop yet. It's a relatively new web shop, so we're not.
We've got a question.
the
How
basic-
would you put sound into a prop? Speakers, etc. seem a bit too chunky.
No, don't have to be. There's some incredible small speakers. This has actually got speakers in it. I don't know what you can see on the camera. Let's show. There's actually speakers behind there. They're about 2.5 inches across. You can get
So you get
amplifiers
small
and
ones,
microphones. Actually, a microphone there on this one. This one's actually originally was a kid's toy. A speaking kid's toy, and we stripped it all down, changed it around a bit, sprayed it with white first, and then did all the fluorescence, and then stuck the extra wires on it. But microphones, speakers, amplifiers, they're all so small now.
Will those powders go through an airbrush or a spray gun?
Some of them
The
will.
fine powders.
The
I
fine
think
ones will.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Um,
Because why do you want to spray the
Oh,
clean?
speaking
Yeah.
of you,
Yeah,
awesome.
one would. Oops. We got fluorescent powders. That's the actual powder of what was in one of these. So,
And this is a particularly bright torch.
Right, so we've got a couple more questions.
Yep.
I'm trying to make a custom cosplay with electronics, voice changer, and cyclone lights attached to my helmet. I'm scared to link them all together and short circuit it.
you're better really keeping everything, all the different elements separate. So you've got a separate power supply for your voice, you've got separate power for your lighting. Not because you're in any danger of getting electrocuted or anything like that, because it's not high enough voltage. It's just that individual items will last longer and they won't interfere with each other if they're not directly connected.
Now, before today, I'd have said that would have been a problem because of the amount of batteries
Yeah.
you'd have to say and the size. But now I've seen some of the 12 volt in particular.
Yeah.
There is a teeny tiny battery. So,
We've got another one as well.
and the other 3 volt ones, they're
Yes.
great power supplies and really, really small. So you can easily put
Yeah.
different elements of different sort of circuits on there.
These use a AAA battery, so most people are familiar with a AAA
Yeah.
battery, so you can get an
You know how
idea.
small they are. Now look at the size of these.
So it's even smaller than those.
Much,
And
much smaller.
Next to no weight, so if you've got 3 or 4 of those in your
Doesn't
helmet,
really
you
make
won't get a neck ache.
God, I'll be using those 12
Um,
volts, definitely.
Killer, I'm curious about making my tattoo glow. What would I need to do that, and are there any risks to doing so?
We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
There's temporary ways of doing it,
Oh, look at my head!
which is
You can't see anything. Look, it's totally fine.
using temporary tattoo pen. I don't know whether it's probably too bright in here, but those are invisible pens. We sell those. We've got 3 colours in them, so you can actually go over your tattoo, and then if you're going out to a
Temporarily.
nightclub,
That will actually work. Now,
Yeah.
do you want to give us a demonstration? Because we can turn the lights off again.
Yep.
And we can show you Tabitha's head, obviously.
we're there for that.
Dad, do you want to draw some funky patterns on me? Is it, and it just washes off, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it's not. It won't wash off just with a bit of water first time, but it'll last a day
Shall I
or so
turn the
with
lights
normal
off?
washing.
And then,
It's easier for me to see what I'm doing.
so we'll turn the lights off, and then you can draw on my head. If you hold.
Now, the ones that you've got, the 3
Yeah, I've got
colours.
some-
Oh yeah, awesome.
No,
So you guys, I don't know if you guys can
Is
see
that, am I in the right position to show that it's on my hand?
It's
Without
gone.
light, you can't see it.
It should be back soon.
Alright, Tabitha, if you usually say that, and I can just draw on you, generally. It'll come back on.
Yeah. You're like a pretty flower.
Just if you said, I thought you want it on your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, well then you can stand anywhere.
There you go.
Right, now obviously if you can't, otherwise you won't be able to see it.
It draws out see-through, doesn't it?
It starts off one colour.
Yeah.
And then it sort of, and then it goes into, it starts to become the colour you've, I think this one's probably, there you go, it starts to go, you probably won't see this too much, but there we go.
I wonder if we should
I don't know
record it on my phone.
I don't know if you're in camera angle, I think they've just seen your head, but you've got writing on your head anyway, so.
Ah!
And your white teeth.
Oh no!
Anyway, so yeah, if you had a tattoo
Oh wow.
and you wanted to just paint something in very,
And it's not dangerous, and you can go over tattoos.
Yeah, that would be ideal if you just want to use it for a one-off or a night. Of course, you've got to find somewhere that's got UV lighting, a nightclub or somewhere that's got actual UV lighting. We've done this before. We've gone out to a pub first, where we've had these on, so you can't see it to start with.
yeah. And if you look at Tabitha's, if we just go Tabitha's, and we look at the camera, there we go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ooh.
So that is actually, it's completely see-through. So yes, you can just illuminate your tattoos with those. How much are those? Because they're not. They think. Sorry, Tara.
I think we've got that many prices on everything. I think those are about $2.75.
Oh, okay.
And you can use them 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, there's a lot
that sort of thing. We sell them in individual colours as well.
Like the second tattoo?
You can also do tattoos if you like them permanently, but that's done the traditional way. It would have to be with the needle.
This is something I never knew you could do. You can get an invisible tattoo that only shows up in UV light.
Yeah, you can buy a tattoo. Yeah.
There was some worries some years back.
Nigel doesn't do that, but you can get it.
No, hang on, there's toxic element. I do want one actually. I want to get one that's UV reactive. But from what I understand now, and from what I've read, it's a pretty stable and established way of tattooing now. A lot safer than it used to be.
It immediately appeals to someone like me who, to be honest, I don't know if I want to tattoo or not.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the idea of having something that will show up occasionally.
Yeah.
And that's really interesting.
But the only problem is that you need to find somewhere that's got the UV light to be able to see it.
Maybe see more
you do the two together. do the black or the colours, normal colours, and then add some UV highlights in it. So it's actually
it's fantastic
when you get it.
So there you go. So nothing permanent unless you actually have it done permanently. Apart from obviously, but these.
Yeah, someone just said, but is it permanent? You can get permanent tattoos, but
It needs needling. It needs actually done in
so
the.
It's done exactly the same way as normal, but they use special UV pigments.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't know that happened. So yeah, apparently.
And no, we can't use any of our pigments.
No,
they're not intended for that. It's a very specific pigment that the tattoo shop will have it.
Yeah, Tabby snacks.
Other powders. Those are glow in the dark. We do other powders. As I showed you there, the solar powders. Which are the ones that react? You can see that turning blue from there.
Let me just record how to do it. So you can see it's just like a clear powder.
You've been on it.
Let's
I'll turn it over easily.
Video. Why is it all? Oh, is that
might be?
Too long?
Yeah, it might be throwing it.
Turn it off.
Just pull the plug out.
There we go. So you can see it's just a baby
turn it over, so
powder.
if you get it recording.
There we go.
So you see it's that colour, but then when you put the UV light on it, it actually changes colour that quickly.
Wow.
And it works even better in sunlight. If you've got a sunny day, you take out sunlight. So I've worked.
There you go. They're your Tabby snacks. Save them for later. Take them home.
Thank you.
This is something new that I've been working on for t-shirts.
Oh right, okay.
Nobody's seen this before.
Oh, wow.
Well,
guys, there has been like a little spoilerific here.
There's a company that does t-shirts that you can shine a laser on. And you can sort of write on your t-shirts.
Oh, wow.
We've taken this one step forward. This you can actually write on with a laser, and it'll do the t-shirts, but so it'll go in the dark with what you've written, but it'll also work in normal light, so you can see something. So.
Oh, wow.
You show it over there, if you do it with a laser.
Oh my god!
You can actually.
You can draw with a laser.
As you can tell, I'm not very artistic, but you can actually draw with the laser.
And does it, how long does it stay?
Say for 20, 30 seconds.
Oh right, of course, because
so,
And
you're just like.
then you can draw it something
yeah, and then
else.
you just do something else. You pay. The idea is to put it onto t-shirts so people could pay
Oh my god!
games with it and things like that. That's not been done combined with glow in the dark before. If we just turn the lights out.
Yeah, we can turn them off. Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Do you want this one on or off?
No, all of it off.
Good.
So you can do the same thing with the laser.
Oh gosh.
So in the dark, you can actually do the graffiti as well. So basically all wear t-shirts, all have lasers firing at the t-shirts and colouring
each other's
names and all that
faces.
sort of thing. But it
Don't
works
know,
in the dark.
Oh look, that really shows lovely.
So it works in
Do
the
more
dark.
demonstrations. That's
Now
amazing. That's
again-
so cool.
So
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
yeah, somebody's done them before where they'll do one or the other, but not with the two together. So you
That
can
is
use it in
awesome.
any type of environment.
So do you mind if I?
Yeah, there's a
So-
switch on this side.
On the side. you like that?
Upside down.
It's upside down. It's like,
Nick, you should make your Nerf darts glow in the dark. Glow in the funny
right,
fact.
funny you should say that.
Because the
If you
Nerf
didn't- that's
amazing. Can we? I want to record this.
That's actually using a short persistence glow.
right.
So
I'll let it clear and then we'll-
Yeah, so
specifically
Nerf
designed that
bullets
it fades
already
quicker.
do that. Right, they like
Right.
that. They really like that because they can show it.
Nerf bullets. If you didn't know, now we found this out
You wanna...
when we did the zombie nighttime thing.
Yeah.
Nerf bullets
Glow in the dark
have
already.
glow in the dark tips.
So if you lose them.
So we actually went out at night to find them with a glow in the dark with a UV lamp, and we found it far more easily than during the day. So yep, they already do that.
So
Well, it's UV. It's not glow in the dark, is it? It's UV.
Yeah, fluorescent.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
So if you have a go.
we're gonna do a wait. I've got to wait for that to go back down, don't we?
A little bit, yeah.
Right on it. Oh, you've got one on the other side.
No, I'm just making sure
put
there's
it
no
down.
light on it.
And I'll explain as well that you've got a laser, and this is so cool. They're so awesome. Can't get tattoos as I have a fear of needles.
Well, use the temporary ones because
Yeah, they're
they don't have
drawn
needles at all.
I'll have to send pics of the project to let you guys know what I'm working on in depth. Yeah, no, if you want to send your progress pictures, tweet at us at Artyfakes, what you
Right,
guys
so
are.
we're all in the dark now, so off we go then.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to start this. So, this is a video. You can see it's just a piece of white card, but we are going to paint with lasers. Amazing. That's so cool. Right, cool. Obviously, it puts the light on so you can't
Yes,
really see
yes,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it shows
Oh, wow.
the daylight there.
Yeah.
You have to do that without.
This,
the
I'll
light.
turn it
Just put your
off.
finger over it.
Okay, we'll have to
Yeah.
do it.
Just put your finger over the light.
On.
Put your finger over
Where
the
your flashes
the
as well.
flash. Oh, just your finger.
No.
You got your finger over the lens as well.
No,
It's
don't
actually-
worry.
it's actually
It
coming
shows
through,
on there. It shows there. That's fine.
Well, yeah, do it on again in front of it for our own cameras. It is pretty
Like I
amazing
said,
stuff.
shut up and take my money. UK Nightbreed, where can you buy t-shirts with that on?
It's something very new. It's something we're going to be.
It's something you've
selling.
created
Yeah,
yourself.
so watch this space.
Yeah, so if
With
you
your
guys
pizza.
want to buy t-shirts with this on, make sure you follow KilabitzzzClosplay and they'll
I'm going through my head now. It's got to be an application on a cosplay for that. I just haven't quite figured it out yet.
I mean, what we're intending to do is the t-shirt and the laser, because these are especially. Normally your lasers are bigger than this as well. These are special lasers that we're sorted. They're really tiny, so you can put in your pocket. So we're trying to aim at something like a cost of about £35.
that's such a good
So including the laser.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So,
So
I know someone
definitely
that would really love
if you guys could link to
Not a mod.
Killer's website again so you guys know where to check for when they come out.
it works with other lasers. We've got bigger lasers.
Oh, blimey. What the hell was
So
that
these
used
are-
for? Cutting through doors?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's like a lightsaber.
These are yeah. If you have a smoke full room, it actually works like a lightsaber. You'll actually see the stripes from it. So I've got that one. Again, they're all
I've never seen a laser that
special
large.
lasers. And this one.
See you later, Peter. Catch you on Monday.
See you there.
This one's actually got a switch on the end because it's that powerful. You're not.
Oh, really?
You have to have a
Goodness.
key for it, so kids don't get hold of it.
Okay, he's that powerful. Okay. It's got a key on it, this one.
Cheers, Squeak.
So, and that one, I've shown it outside down the street and up a sky, a block of flats and everything like that. And you can see the light easily at the top from the down.
Yeah, that one has
So-
actually got a key in the back.
Yes,
So
So it's left on the side, so you keep that out so kids don't play with it.
Good grief.
You mentioned before about the LEDs in the
Yeah,
gloves.
on the fingers, yeah. All those little pack of mini ones that you got.
Those mini ones could be making this. This is one that's I've actually bought ready made.
Ah.
We wanted it for our costume. I used this on stage when we were with the Rubella Ballet.
And these are the lasers that...
Yeah, so that's actually got. You can see this.
Do you
In
ship to
the
the US?
Not at the moment. At the moment, we've only done to Europe. Just because we've had power.
Okay, I'm going to turn this off again just to...
Yeah.
We're getting...
So we have problems with customs and powders and things like that. It's something we might do again in the future, but we haven't been doing so far.
What's those little purple lasers and all of
Yeah,
them?
they've actually got lasers. I don't know where they're.
Yeah, you'll see it all over the back.
I'll show on the back. It'll well, I'll work with that paper again because it can.
That's just mad.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Wait, I want to see if I can record this.
And then, again, you found these. You searched for these on.
Yeah, these ones are actually from Etsy. I think they're about £45. But having seen them, I've now made myself because the laser sheet. These are dearer because they're actually UV lasers.
Right. One of the things that occurs to me now, one of the great things that Bill was very keen on doing, Bill Durant upon his props, is that he would literally, like, he's got one.
Yeah.
He would, and this is a suggestion.
Yeah.
But all of these things that you don't supply, even if you don't supply them,
yeah.
Lots of people I know, and just like me, are going to come to you. Oh, you've got one of those. Either people will pay for that information, or if you ever find it out, if you rig it up, then just draw put a drawing out and sell the diagrams.
Yeah. I mean,
because I'd buy one.
I do intend to make it with these. I could probably actually make it better because these are actually smaller.
Oh yeah, they're quite.
Shall I take everything I have? Was that another question? If you guys are ready. In regards to the pigment or painting things glow in the dark, are they animal friendly? I have a snake tank and I would love something to glow for him for a short time, but of course don't want to cause any harm.
Yeah, they're non-toxic. There's no radiation from them. Originally, glow in the dark. They used to use it on watch faces, Spitfire dials, train dials. And that was actually a totally different formula, which was slightly radioactive. If you put Geiger counter on it, it would actually cause the Geiger counter to register. And it was also a lot shorter glow time as well. You were talking about 5 minutes or something like that. Well, that's not around.
But obviously it depends on the medium you use it with.
Yeah.
So
the pigments itself.
Right, so the powder's are fine. So what you've got to do is you've got to make sure you find yourself a good non-toxic varnish of some description.
Yeah.
And water-based.
Yeah. Well, another question we get is are the powders cosmetic grade? All the coloured ones are, but the glow in the dark, as far as I know, you can't get them cosmetic grade because they're actually a crystal. They are actually abrasive.
Yeah.
So if you were to mix them with a medium that you put in on your face, people do sell a glow in the dark body paints and stuff like that. But I don't think you'll actually get them properly registered because they are slightly abrasive.
Right.
For this one, this is a different glove. This is what
the hell is that?
A vortex
this is
glove.
where we first
where we saw you this.
This is. I've actually broken it a bit. It did have 3 lasers in it, 3 different colours. But the end there tends to fly off. You'll see why in a minute. And it drops.
We're going to turn the light off for this thing. I remember this. I have seen this. Okay, guys.
So that's actually the
Whoa!
vortex one.
I don't know if you can see on the ceiling. We've got a point at the back wall.
You can see.
There we go. Look how cool that is.
That's round, and that again is really powerful. It would light up the skyscrapers and that. But it's ideal when you've got smoke, because when you've got smoke, you actually design. I don't know if it'll work if you show it in a camera, but you'll actually get like a time tunnel effect.
Jeez, yeah, just right around the room. I think people get the idea. That is really quite powerful, guys.
We have all the links to his websites and stuff on Artyfakes' Facebook. Yeah, we've already put the links there, but also there are links in this chat as well.
Oh wow!
I've not tried that before. That was quite
that's
cool.
Oh my god, wait, sorry, that video is as well. Okay, right.
That's because it's got one of the colours in it is a UV.
Oh, wait, where's my video? Oh my god! Right, ready?
And I think this is like a motor.
Yeah. Basically, from now I've got it and actually stripped it down and looked at what it is. It appears to be a fan off a PC.
Oh right.
And what they've actually done is they took the blades off it, so it's got the spindle in the middle.
Right. Yes, of course.
And with a power supply, a rechargeable battery, and a switch to it. And then this is actually a unit again, those LEDs with the little rechargeable battery in it. Oh. So. I mean, that cost me quite a bit of money. I think it was about £65 that one.
Yeah,
but now I've seen it. You can see they've done
somebody there has done quite a lot of research.
And it's very effective with smoke. It really is effective.
Awesome, that's perfect for an accessory I have in mind for my new costume. Awesome.
Take it off without dropping it. Like I said, I dropped it once. It did have 3 colours in it. It's got 2 now. I must get down to stripping it and putting another laser in it sometime.
And going with a bit more low tech. These caught my eye as well. I think we've got some of these.
Yeah, I think I probably sent you some last time.
Yeah.
Well, the girl is me looking at that looks like nail varnish.
Yep, that's nail varnish.
Woo! Glad nail varnish. Can I paint one of my nails?
Why not?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It works better over a white background, but you should still,
Oh,
still get the
okay.
effects.
So I put white nail varnish on first and then...
Normally, yeah. These are actually silicone bands that we've done. Cosplay ones. They glow in the dark, and what was original to us, we wanted them, we specifically said we wanted them camouflage. So rather than just being one solid glow colour, the actual where the pattern is, each one's individual.
And you definitely sell these, I think.
Yeah, yeah, these are
Wait,
yeah.
So wait, if I fit these to sharks, I can finally have sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their freaking Yes, you do.
If you've got a pair of sharks,
Yeah.
I think
Well, to see how these glow.
it's more difficult to get a shark, I think, than the.
Yeah, I think the laser is probably the easiest part of that particular combination.
Oh, what?
So-
Oh my
so you got your
god,
hands.
that's so cool. I'm like loving all of this. This is so cool right
That's
now.
actually quite strong, that nail varnish.
Yep, we do that in all different colours. That was developed for Zilla Minx and through Bella Ballet. We do our own range for her.
That's amazing. Wow. That is really freaky. Hey Cam.
So the
Thank you,
wristbands, I don't know whether that's showing up on
But
the.
you could do
on the
like
camera.
you could do like a skeleton on
Yeah,
my
you
can do
hand.
it, you can do it.
You can do like lizard.
I'm really quite keen on
scales and
those.
that sort of thing.
You know what? But again, if I want to do something that's subtle,
If we did a photo shoot, like
yeah,
very
because
dark.
obviously, if you can imagine, yes, I can use that in conjunction with normal lighting. I reckon I could get it so that, yeah, for photo shoots that would be fantastic. So, and so would the UV net on.
We actually sell also
I'll put
temporary
that down.
tattoo pens that are black. So
Oh, really?
they're not actually UV ones, but they work in the same way in that you can draw the patterns with it.
Oh, I see. They're just oh yes,
Yeah,
temporary tattoos.
But rather than being not
Not UV, but
straightforward,
temporary tattoos.
yeah, but you could do a combination of the two together. So
So you can highlight and
so
low.
you got the fine. And,
Oh, they're very fine.
and then you got the.
Yeah, I've not seen these. How much?
No,
How long does it last?
that's another thing that we've imported. They're like £2.
Do you want me just?
Yeah, no, everything I brought is to try and use. But again, that's general water resistance. So if you've got a rain on it, something like that, it wouldn't come off, but it'll wash off with soap and water.
All right.
So you can do your.
Okay, so yeah, if you want more of a temporary tattoo, if you want to put something on for a photo shoot, or
Yeah.
What's that? Is that like a really thin?
yeah, you got I don't know if you can see
It
that.
feels like you're painting in black.
Yeah,
This is nothing glowing. This just happens to be because you can
But it
obviously.
works well if you mix it with
Oh,
the glows. So you can do your.
So if you just, whatever you wanted to do, I'm just putting anything on there.
what is that?
It's just a
Well,
pattern.
then you could
that
use
makes it
those.
up. Exactly.
To put your different colours in.
So the black wouldn't show up in the dark.
No, but when you're looking at the glow item in the dark, you would highlight it and it would give you the strong
Right.
edges.
Let's have a look.
So we then add.
Usually I would suggest you do it the other way around. You do the UV first and the black over the
Oh,
top.
right,
but
okay.
It's just
So you'd put the UV on the
yeah, just slightly off the black.
because obviously you'll take the nib up. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but also you always get a brighter colour when you're not on black.
Right. If you can just turn the light off, the one here. So
It's like going off.
So, oh, got to turn it on.
all right, yeah. So the combination of the two is really amazing.
The black actually highlights the
Yeah.
UVs.
So for instance, on yours, well, no, we got it the right way around this time.
Yeah.
So if I just highlight Tabby's ones.
See this light.
Probably have my nose.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the glowy part of this you can't see at all until you get under a UV light. And I'm doing this really cack-handedly, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does bring out the UV.
I think you can almost get like sort of 3D effect.
Yeah, you do very much get a 3D effect. Yeah, especially if you just did it under the under a
But yeah, if
certain.
I just drop an old picture and then.
Yeah, it really brings out UV. So that's a really great
Yeah, so
combination.
that's why. Although it's not UV, it's a product that we
Yeah,
sell,
fantastic.
It so well.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So
Oh
guys,
yeah,
okay.
that really looks beautiful on there. You can really
Yeah.
see how it just picks it up.
Do you want to turn the light back on?
Yep.
So yeah, again for cosplays, we want something subtle, maybe under a mask or under some makeup. I bet you could put fine makeup on, maybe diffuse it so you've got almost glowing runes. If I'm going to do some runes on a magical character,
say I was an orc and I wanted glowing runes, or
I might be tempted to put them underneath makeup even and see if that goes.
I mean the powders as well. We've mixed them with something. I don't know whether you've heard of it called Meron. It's like a stage clear.
Meron is the brand of
it's like a brand of makeup. They do a clear fixer.
Oh really?
But if you actually mix the powders that we've got with that,
right,
it makes some superb face makeup that you can do in really good detail.
But again, best only to use the very fine powders.
Yeah, not the glow in the darks.
The UV ones.
Use the other ones with cosmetic.
All right, so use the UV cosmetic grade one you've got.
Yeah.
With the Meron makeup fixer.
Yeah.
Which is clear, and then you'll be able to put it on your face.
Yeah.
And it'll only show up in the UV light.
It depends. If you've got the UV colours, the full colours, you'll have a colour in daylight.
Right.
But then when you're in UV light, it'll really pop
absolutely.
out. And I think that works better than body paints as well.
The pens would be awesome for Borderline Siren cosplay. How do you spell it?
I'm learning a lot here.
How do you spell what?
How do we spell what, guys? What do you want to know?
It's probably say Meron. I think it's Mehron.
Yeah, Meron.
I think
Meron is a well-known and a very good brand of stage makeup.
Yeah.
We use their fake blood a lot.
I'm actually going to be starting doing a kit where it does that. I've actually got a 10-litre canister which I had to import from the USA, and it costs stupid.
I'm getting some great ideas from my motorcycle jacket. I ride at night sometimes, and this could help.
All the powders, thermochromic, done solo ones, thermochromic.
What's the thermochromic? Is it the heat?
They actually change with the temperature. I don't know if you can see that when my fingers are hot enough.
I like first.
So you can actually see it loses its colour with temperature. Your hands might not be warm enough.
I'm a lizard.
So there's another one.
Cold-blooded. I'm very cold-blooded.
Probably not.
No, I am dead inside. I told you, because no one loves me now. I can't love back. That'll lose the colour. We've got those in different temperature grades. So 13 degrees, 18 degrees.
Again, what do you think the uses for that?
31. One of the main uses that we do, because we actually sell it in the paint as well, is Rorschach from Watchmen.
Yep.
The moving mask.
Yeah.
We sell a lot of the paints for that. We sell a lot to Germany actually, where they make the masks. So you have do they put it in between, or they just paint it? You paint it the way the easiest way of doing it is getting a small size T-shirt, cut the arms off it, sew up the arms, and then make a mask over the top, because it'll then stretch over your head. It's breathable, and take it off, paint the design on it, let it dry, and then when you breathe through it, the actual you'll actually get the proper moving pattern, because it takes the temperature from your breath.
Wow, I'm going to make one.
I've seen one.
And that's literally that. So what would you mix that powder with to achieve that?
We actually do it with a paint that's ready to do it, which is like a fabric base and an acrylic fabric base.
Brilliant.
And you only want to paint a thin layer as well. Don't paint it thick, because it takes longer to change temperature. So you just paint a thin layer.
Because he used to go.
Yeah.
And then it used to like.
That's it. And that's using the thermochromic pigments.
Thermochromic pigments, guys. I've never heard of that. And there you go.
Another type of powder is a reflective powder.
Oh, okay.
This is really good for highlighting costumes if you want to have a magical shine to it. It doesn't really show up in normal light. It's actually covered in it. But when you take a photograph with a flash, you get it back. Do you want to try taking it with your phone? It should work if you have it.
This is usually like for.
Oh, it's got like silver.
Yeah.
You do. You see it when it flashes. It gets like this silver.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
So we can maybe use it for gems.
You really see it when you see it. So that's what it looks like normally. And then get ready for the flash. See, it just highlights it first of all.
Try to take a picture of that, Mike.
Wow, that's fine.
So again, if we're using the highlight for gems, or maybe on armour, we want to go certain.
It goes. Wow.
Oh wow! No, you can really see it there.
It's basically the same.
Wow, I need some of this stuff.
Same sort of powder that's used in
that thermochromic stuff.
On the roads.
Awesome.
Right. Can I take a picture with that without the flash, so people can see the difference?
That is absolutely mad. And I can think.
I don't know whether it'll show across on the.
And that's what it looks like.
That really picks up the flash.
But if you want to give it like a magical effect, fairy wings
Oh
or
wait, the
something like
flash is
that,
still on.
when they take
girl.
a picture of it.
There you go. Yeah.
So there's someone there as well. I don't know that.
And that's really like dusting on there, or
Yeah,
just
yeah. Don't mix it with a
oh
paint.
god, you can see that.
Yeah. You
So
see it.
don't mix it with a paint. Actually,
Mix it
put
with-
a clear lacquer on, clear varnish on, and then sprinkle it over.
Oh, I see. So it's almost like you
Yeah.
do when you were a kid.
Yeah, I mean that
Dusting
was
on with glitter.
lacquer. That was the final lacquer. And then I just
Hacking it.
some things.
Oh wait, how is Kilabitz writing right now? He's here. The ceramic pigments have also successfully been used to paint on motorbikes and cars.
Yeah, but again, you have to remember any pictures that you see, they will have been charged up just beforehand, and then the photograph's taken. It won't be glowing an hour or two later when it's driving down the road. I've seen some on YouTube as well. People have asked me to do it. They want the glow in the dark pigments. I think there was an American car. I can't remember which car it was. A white car with blue stripes down the side and blue glowing wheels. And somebody driving past it with it. That wasn't actually glow in the dark. That was reflective tape. So it's similar to use of this. But it was actually within in the tape, so they were actually shining the light from the camera onto it, and it gives a really good effect that the car's glowing. But it's not really glow in the dark.
That stuff's impressive.
Nick is a child with a new toy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's one of the reasons that if we find it exciting, I'm sure you guys will too.
Another thing, this is part of a costume, I think it's mentioned earlier, that we're making. Making a glow in the dark zombie. It's going to be an all-over costume. I've got glow in the dark material, which I'm going to cut into shreds to use in that. But we're also going to have the LED lighting, so because for example on Comic Cons it's not usually dark enough to see the glow.
No.
So when we're doing photography, that'll work fine. But
so you've come up with a solution so you can see it's effective
So-
both in the day
and
at
at
night.
night. Yeah. So basically we're walking around Comic Cons as well as things. These are
So we'll leave the light on.
Chinese sized gloves.
What gloves are they? They're very strange.
They're supposed to be
Like gardening
large
gloves.
size, but
But what type of gloves are they?
they're actually bought with the LED lighting in them.
Oh, I see.
And then we've got the glow in the dark on them. So,
Okay, I'm gonna move there and do cosplay with you all.
so
Right, so yeah, you power it up.
can you just grab the light again?
Yeah.
Right, do you want me to just turn that?
Yeah.
Light? Do you want me to turn the
Yeah.
light off quite quickly?
Take a white glove.
So they're actually
Wow, they're already.
that's a glow in the dark. So the whole costume is going to be painted like that and glowing. So.
Oh, I want to dance with the gloves on.
But then they've also got the LEDs in them.
Wow.
So
Yeah, that really enhances that.
I can find the
Oh,
switch
wow.
I'm wearing these.
Oh my god.
So yeah, these could have that effect underneath as
So
well.
if I turn that off, it just
Yeah, so if you turn the lights on again, even in daylight, when we're going around the Comic Cons, you'll still be able to see.
You still glow a bit, yeah.
And that's
So
okay, we'll
you
have the
could,
lights
but you
in
could
there.
use L wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, or LED. So this one's pre-made, but you can go to the trouble of doing it yourself.
Yeah, well, I mean, this wasn't worth doing, and these ones are from Etsy, I think they're about £7.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not worth the time of making them.
No, it's not.
And then we just paint them with the glow in the dark paint over the top.
They would be very good if I think I've never seen them glow up, but again, thinking for other cosplays that can be combined with something that you need like a hand to glow.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
interesting.
I've got some more that I'm using when we're on stage with the enforcers, and I've got some in blue, but I've also got some rainbow ones, and each finger's a different colour. And when you press the button, it fades across the colours.
Oh, that's fantastic.
When's the barbecue, Tabitha? I might have to try and save up money to come to it. Might be a lot of money. The barbecue is on the 29th of August. So if you guys don't know what the barbecue is, we are holding. You're coming to the barbecue, aren't you?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I've paid them.
Yeah, so you can ask your questions and you're here.
Yeah.
I've even got a hotel booked.
Woo! Yeah, so we're holding a barbecue just for Twitch viewers. So we're not announcing it on Facebook, we're not announcing it on Twitter, we're not announcing it on Instagram or YouTube. It is just for you guys. So if you want to come along, send me a private message and I'll give you the details. It is £10 a ticket, but you will get lots of food. Bring your own drink, but please drink responsibly. You actually brought a gift for our barbecue, didn't you?
Yeah, but
Stevie got some gifts, guys, for the barbecue.
Right, so we can all wet to wear. Our fingers in.
Woo! For our bonfire.
there's games you can play with those as well. What we've done before is if you use a glow stick, stick them in the ground, use them as hoopla.
Oh, yeah, we can do
all that stuff.
After
Have
you
different
drink,
colour
some
scheme.
music.
Yeah, different point system for the colours.
Cajun Punish, I wish I lived in the UK. No.
Where did I put my big torch?
Under this somewhere, I suspect. No, or it's Tabitha's torch.
What are you looking for?
Big torch.
That's here.
Oh,
Alright.
if you
I
goes
like this
missing,
torch. I
Tabitha's
like this torch.
This was another costume that we did. This was Space Station Security Officer that Carol did with the pink hair and the helmet and everything. It's actually a top from Primark.
Oh, awesome.
So, but then it's coated. I don't know whether this will show on the camera.
Yeah, I can see there's some sort of pearlescent.
It's got like a pearlescent fine paint on it, which is actually a pink pearlescent, and also the fluorescent.
And is that part of some of your powders?
Yeah, this is done with the Sea-Glow's powders. I don't know whether.
Oh, turn the lights off.
Turn the light off again.
Oh, wow.
So glow, but it's also
Oh, and
glow
it
in the dark
lasts
as
as
well.
well.
So,
Throw some anger in the dark.
again, nobody probably really noticed that at the Comic Con because it
No,
wasn't
they
dark enough.
wouldn't have it does have to be pretty dark, but great for photo shoots.
Photography, that's what we do it. So,
This is making me want to do a glow in the dark photo shoot.
So this is literally called Sea Glow.
yeah,
with a Z.
yeah, that's. We tend to use a lot of Zs in our names.
Yeah, no, I noticed that you put 3 in Kilabitz, so you're really going to town there.
The actual story behind that is I messed up registering on eBay twice.
Oh, well done.
So
yeah,
I just had to say, well, I like the name, so I just added more Zs until I got it right.
Well, it was one of those things that works.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
happy.
people remember it. And,
Springy says that looks awesome. Brilliant, sorry.
again, these are other fluorescent cards. If I've got a laser around here somewhere.
What's how they got it?
This is
No,
this is card that we sell. That can be well, some of it's
yeah,
one of it's
look at
vinyl,
the
but you can
photo.
actually use it in printers.
Oh, that's
so
how you did
can
that.
printer,
Because
yeah.
we got a picture of Tabitha, and I wondered how you did that.
So
So it's a glow in the dark printing paper, printable paper.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it'll go through an ink.
Inkjet
Inkjet.
printer, yeah. These lights are a bit too powerful to see it, I think.
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, we can turn those lights off again. So UV and glow in the dark, or is it just glow in the dark?
This is glow in the dark.
So yeah, glow in the dark inkjet printer paper.
Yeah, so blue, aqua, pink.
So that might be really useful, even cutting bits off to stick on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Costume.
We've got another question, guys.
That's awesome.
Some Japanese TV shows I've watched had people turn into monsters, but before they did, some markings appeared on their faces indicating they were monsters. Can that be replicated with blacklight?
Yeah, but that's something that seems like it's probably something like this.
Yeah, with the tattoo pens, it depends on your creativity really, because if you were to draw it right, you can actually change the shape of the face.
Oh yeah, that's a
Can we
good
go
point.
3D
On and
lighting?
off with the light. Yeah, we forgot about warning people at the beginning of the
I think
stream.
you told people.
I did tell
Oh, okay. Then we didn't.
Hopefully not too fast that it's called any.
That's a brilliant idea with the paper.
Yeah, so yes, it can be done, but something similar to these, which are the tattoo pens, or you've got some that are clear. You've got ones that are clear.
Yeah, we've got paints that are clear as well. Obviously, I wouldn't suggest putting them on the skin because the permanent paint.
But they must have had something similar to this. Like I said, if you look at Tabitha's forehead,
Yeah,
it's got writing on it, but you can't see it until the UV.
yeah, that's actually a water-based dye that's got a slight amount of alcohol in it.
These are brilliant. Absolutely
rather
brilliant.
than
They're
the
very,
paints.
very strong. I didn't.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you might be,
It doesn't look much, does it?
it doesn't look much. No, it doesn't. It actually looks a bit kiddified, and I didn't really look at it. Oh, that won't work.
Comic-Cons and people, you say, oh, how much are they? £3? And they go, oh, I'm not buying that. But then they don't appreciate what it can do.
Really, really good. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, because my
Combine that with the black tattoo, and you get some really good three-dimensional tattoos.
I want to do a photo shoot. Got a space
Are we doing
gun.
on time? What time are we on?
We've got about 5 minutes left.
Right.
What is written on your head, Tabby? No one knows. Look, there's nothing written on my head. You can't see anything.
So it's probably someone that's joined the stream late. If you haven't seen what is written on Tabitha's head,
Kilabitzzz have said you can print on the glow paper and use it to highlight an area in the dark. We sold a lot of sheets to a sound guy for his decks. Oh.
yeah, no, yeah, because obviously you can block it off, can't
Yeah,
you?
they
Put black on.
had the printed onto it with like the volume and the 1 to 11 and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, so obviously you can see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Are
interesting.
you showing what's on my
Right,
head?
I'm going to show everyone what's on to the so the lights will go off again, guys. You can see this. It's starting to wear off a little bit now, but it does actually say, if you turn your head over here,
Feed
me! Lovely grey t-shirt there.
When you've got the lights
Right,
on,
sorry,
I'll
yeah.
just show you the gun. The gun's actually painted with invisible UV paint.
Oh right, okay.
So
Oh
actually,
wow, more of it.
so it lights up as well. So again, we were doing photo
Because
shoots.
off when the lights are on, you can only see that bit
Yeah.
painted. So it's got, and
So-
it's aqua blue.
Yeah, yeah. So so a lot of our costumes, when you first see them, you don't appreciate
Yeah.
it. They do so much more, but it's still really the photo
turn
shoots
that
like
back
getting
on.
that out.
Yeah, those papers, you can imagine they've got loads and loads of uses.
Another thing, we've actually got a laser cutter. These are just a few off cuts with it like that. But you actually get fluorescent perspex as well.
Wow.
So you cut those out
And
with
that's
a
what
laser.
those are, right?
Yeah, it's the same stuff that those are used with. So,
And I've seen a lot of people use, they do the Omni tool from Mass Effect.
yeah, the green one. I think.
Yeah,
really
it's an orangey colour. I think it's orange.
The-
Or maybe it is green. Maybe
but also these you can light with the lights from the side. I've seen it done actually where they put ER wire around
All
the
the
edge
way
as
around.
well, so it lights it up as like a whole control panel, and you can cut out with different bits and put different buttons on it with different colours and that.
And
And I
that's
like
the-
where it is stretched in it, because the light.
Yeah, we
it
can
up.
etch in the designs. So the light will actually catch it on the design as well. If you've got a those are actually done with a laser cutter, but you can actually get this perspex sheet. It's only about, I think it's about £2 for an A5
Wow.
size. You could hand cut it and then you could engrave it with the little hand engravers, and you'd still get the same effect. Obviously, when it's laser cut, it's very fine and
It's very
detailed.
fine. It looks very technical.
But depending on your skills for
Yeah.
and doing the engraving and that, you could still do something on the cheaper side, but still be really effective. I think your workshop's looking a bit like my workshop now.
Well,
I know, Dad's itching, I imagine. He wants to tidy up already. But yeah, guys, if you've got some quick questions, we'll just finish off on a couple of questions. Thanks for the brilliant show tonight, guys. Really interesting stuff. So that's cool.
That's just another helmet that we had, and that's got the LEDs built into the top.
Yeah. The barbecue is in Norfolk. So I think aren't you based in America? The flights are gonna be like £1,000 at least.
Yeah, I'm coming over.
I mean, we'd love to have you
It's a bit of a journey time.
for a day, yeah. But yeah, if you've got any other questions, just quickly let us know. I mean, Dad, what's been your favourite thing, do you think?
There's been a couple of things. The different grades of UV lamp.
Yep.
And there was a third one, sorry, that I didn't quite get. You've got a third lamp that is a really high power one. It's like a daylight lamp.
Yeah, the Canon. The Canon, you mean?
Well, no, this one. You mentioned it earlier. This does something different.
Oh yeah, this is it's a different type of LED in it. I don't know what the actual difference they're called. These are they're like the domed LEDs, and this one, I think they're called Creed or something like that. It's a different type of element in it like that, but that's a true 365, and it's a really bright one. That's actually a unit I've made myself. Bought the internal element, bought the outer shell, bought the little battery, and then actually put it together. So it costs about £20 to make, whereas if you buy them, they're about £35.
No, okay.
So,
I think you should get poor Kilabitz a beer. Don't worry,
We
we had
have
here.
got him a bit.
Well, he's an ale drinker. He had ale.
So yeah, that's one of the big things. The other big thing that I are the battery packs, the 12 volt in
it
particular.
makes such a difference.
I'm not a
doing
big
costumes.
electronics
Squeaky
guy.
loves the pens. The Worth loves the glasses.
Yeah, the pens
Yeah.
are really awesome. And
I
then,
love the pens.
like I said, I've got to say, when I first saw them, I thought, these look a bit childish in there. They are
But
fantastic.
even with the nail varnish, you think, oh, it's like see-through green liquid, and then it's like, boom!
Yeah,
coming
adding
out.
UV light makes a world of difference.
Thermochromic stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
And that stuff, yeah, I really love this stuff. That's a really, really fine dust.
Yeah.
Really fine. And this is the, what's this one called?
My favourite was the white glove.
Reflective.
That's the
Yeah,
reflective.
the glove was definitely cool.
That's the reflective dust. And that's stuff, you use it,
I use it
just
on
dust
quite
it
a
over,
lot of
sprinkle it over.
cushions. Yeah, well, a varnish is still the top layer. Lacquer varnish is
And you just
wet.
always
I just
dust it.
sprinkle some on, and it just gives that extra. When people taking pictures with their flash, it
Yeah,
just gives
wow.
that
I like
extra.
the ribbon
See,
light.
the good thing about that is that would work really well with swords.
Yeah, if you put it on the edge
Yeah.
or something like that, you get the
Work
glint from
really
the.
well.
We're getting lots of ideas,
Anyway, this-
definitely.
As he said, he's
Our
got-
last question: will you be coming out to the West Coast this year? Well, we are stuck.
we don't know yet. We get to Wales later on, but we probably will go up there.
Who knows?
Oh, do you mean out in
Unless
America?
he means America,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
West Coast of the UK, possibly.
My favourite things must be, I'm with you, I love the pens, I love how you can highlight the light, I love the glasses and how the light just, and also I quite like the see-through paint on the gun, and then when you put a light on it, it's like, boom, it's all painted.
Yeah.
Love the powders, like you said, there's so many just ideas that I've got.
We've learned a hell of a lot, and they're really great at cons. Go and talk to them, talk their ears off.
Yeah, we'll always help anybody have any questions.
Yeah,
on
they're going
email.
to Manchester MCM, London Film Comic Con.
Is it on all those details on your website, or are they?
Yeah, a lot of detail on the website. Facebook as well. Facebook, we always put these events
if one of you guys could post the link, I'd love you for that, guys.
One thing we'll say about when we're doing the stalls at the Comic Cons, we don't tend to take a lot of the paints and the powders with us.
Yeah.
But if somebody lets us know beforehand they want them taken, we'll always take it with us.
Yeah, no, I can totally.
It's a great way of
understand
just asking all the questions you want to know, and then you can get a good load of advice about which ones to order when you get home.
Yeah, because it is very different, and it has to be used right. If you use it right with the right lighting and the right setup, you get some really, really good effects. But if you don't do your research and you don't know what you're doing, you think, oh, it's not working.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you, Ricky. Seattle, yeah, I mean, our good friend Bill
We're gonna go
Land.
and visit Bill at the same time.
If there's a con that you want us to go over, get in touch with your convention and maybe they'll ask for us to come over. Well, fantastic stream tonight, Killer and Artyfakes. Love it when you guys have guests. I suggest your next guest should be the worst. I could stand in the corner making wise cracks. Well, thank you, Graham, for watching tonight. Thank you, everyone else on chat as well. It has been a great stream. Sorry about the lights going on and off, but you guys could really see.
Obviously, it's a massive thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's really very eye-opening for us. So anything you need to know, contact them. Social media, website.
I have posted
eBay,
links onto
eBay.
the photos to the shop. Oh, thank you, Ricky, for the eBay shop as well now. So all the links are there. I hope you guys have a great evening. I am streaming tomorrow. I've chucked in another stream because I love Hearthstone so much. Week 3 is out now. Huzzah! So definitely come and check. I'm streaming from 6:30. Is it 6?
No, you haven't. I'm not
I
really.
posted a picture. I think
I'm not your personal assistant.
I need a PA. Does anyone want to be my PA? So let me just double check this. I've got great pictures from this stream to post for you guys as well.
Yeah, it's really impressive stuff. I said it's going to go through my head now. How the hell we're going to use some of this
Find
awesome
costumes.
stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've talked very fast because I knew I've got a lot to go through
Yeah,
in
we
a
had to
short
get a
time.
lot
So,
in.
but if you miss something, just ask the question. You know, I always help.
Oh, from 6. I'm playing from 6 tomorrow, apparently. So yeah, stream Saturday hashtag. Yeah, I'll be there, and yeah, thank you very much for coming, Killer.
Great.
And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. That's Artyfakes over.
And out.
See you.
Night.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hope people know how to use it better now.
yeah, no, definitely.